Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Captain Kurt here. Hey, I wanted to share something with you. When we come out to the field and we're going to go flying, especially when we're flying a trike and it's low winds, or even if we're just going to, do some regular foot launching, a lot of the guys, we grab a little bit of grass. It's kind of an old trick that we use to find out the wind direction, but a lot of people throw it up into the air and see which way it goes. You really don't want to do that because you're kind of helping it in a direction. But grass is a real good way to test your wind direction. And then when people pick it up, they sometimes they do it wrong. They'll like, see, for example, the wind's coming from that direction. They'll stand like this and they'll see which way it's coming, and they'll see which way the little particles of grass are falling. But that's really not the right way to do it because you can't get a good angle on it. And when you're setting up with a trike or a forward launch and it's lower winds, you really want every advantage to being directly in the wind. Three things have to be in line for that wing to come up real good: the wind direction, the pilot, and the center of the wing. And if you could be really picky with that, whether you're a foot launcher doing a forward launch, or whether you're a triker and you're flying in low winds and you want to be dead nut on. And the reason you want to be is because you want that wing to not need anything when it comes over your head. And if you're picky with your setup, by trickling a little grass or having that smoke that we use with the vape, we get ones without the nicotine in it, we blow the vape and we see that trail of smoke. It's a real good way to do it. But when you're working with the grass, which most people do, don't hold it to the side, don't throw it up in the air, just trickle until you see the grass hitting you right in the belly or in the knees, and then your hand is pointing directly at your runway. And now you can set up your trike or your wing and everything right in a line with your heading. So trickle it sideways, you just can't see that view. You kind of can't beat in on it. And I've even seen guys do this. They stand here and go like this, and they got their back to the wind, and they're blocking all the wind. So you don't want to do that either. But anyways, I just thought I'd give you that quick tip because this is something that we use a lot when we're launching to determine the direction. And being crucial and being real picky with that direction is what's going to have a good wing overhead. And when you're a newbie, you want every advantage of having a wing that doesn't need a lot of correction because your reaction time is going to be slow, and just everything is moving, and you got tunnel vision, you're a little nervous. You want a wing that's going to come up and doesn't need hardly anything. And if you use my setup especially with the trike launching or the foot launch techniques of how I set up my wing in my other videos, you'll see how crucial that is. Anyway, subscribe to my, click below, there's a subscribe button. You'll see all of my other videos. And we love to hear from you. Give us a call. Our phone lines are open from 8 in the morning till midnight, 7 days a week. We are the only ones that train free of charge. I train each and every student myself. I don't send you somewhere else, and I don't charge just $3,500 for training. That's ridiculous. There's no price tag. There's no time limit on the safety. You get your equipment at Flightjunkies. You got unlimited training for life, not only for you, but your entire family. So I'm the last guy they wanted you to find. I'll tell you the truth about the equipment, and we're not going to reach in your pocket and grab a big stack of $100 bills for 7 to 10 days of training. And so there's not that guy is shady, but I don't know. I don't want people to skip the training, so I've always made it free. This isn't what I do for a living. It's what I do 7 days a week, but my other companies kind of run themselves. So it's not a money issue for us. We want you safe. We want to know that you know what you're doing. So when you come here, there is no price tag or time limit. So we look forward to seeing you. And until then, blue skies. Thanks for joining me.